Weekly. This is the Jax Local Radio Podcast. I'm joined here by Mr. David Andrew Stevens, who just performed out here at the Shark Club, right on top of Park Avenue Billiards in Orange Park. Hello, thanks for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You look fantastic tonight.
Thank you. I try to always do it up a little bit.
Absolutely. You from here?
I am actually from Miami, and I came here from the Palatka area, believe it or not.
Palatka's turned up a lot, like in the interviews that we've done tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of good musicians in Palatka.
Really?
A hole in the wall town, man. It's one of the best places I've ever met some of the highest quality musicians.
It's kind of a best kept secret. You know, my first real experience with Palatka was going to that Blue Crab Festival earlier this year, which go to the Blue Crab Festival.
Yes.
Any, shrimp festival, Blue Crab Festival, anything. You get out there to that. Like, so what brought you here to Florida? To North Florida.
Well, my parents moved me here, out of Miami just to get out of the crime and everything. It was pretty bad where we lived.
It's like the early,
and then,
like the 80s.
I came here in middle schoolish.
Griselda Blanco era.
Yes,
yeah.
And I went to middle school and high school and graduated and became a musician and just been touring around and playing every bar known to man in this area. And from South Florida to North Florida, I play pretty 80% of the bars, so it's kind of what I do.
Tell me about your music, about your sound. How would you describe it to people that maybe haven't seen you in person?
Okay, well, I think it's kind of a good description because I always try to be original for one. And I feel like it's a pretty original show because I've always heard a lot of people that play acoustic guitar and sing either by themselves or they make backing beats with it, and that's all I've ever heard. Well, the show that I've created is I've made all backing beats, which, by the way, is nothing I've downloaded or any program. It's something I've done. Everything you hear in the background is 100% me. I recorded it and played it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 100% me, and then I also am into videography, and I've created a video to every song that I play.
Really?
So there's a video playing on a 100-inch projection screen behind me, everything, and so I haven't seen a lot of people do that, the aspect where I've taken it, and I feel it's kind of original, and I'm kind of proud of that in my own mind.
Absolutely, and that's that's one of those things, like, that's going out of your way to like put in a lot of extra effort to create this product where you wouldn't necessarily have to. So that speaks to your passion for the business.
Well, because I was a musician that came from hard rock bands and Total Power, and and then having to slip down to just acoustic. It just wasn't enough for me. I felt like I was way, so I had to create things to make it powerful for me to where I felt like in my heart I was doing what I feel like I love, and I just took it to the level that I could.
No, I enjoyed your set tonight. I was jumping around back and forth while doing the interviews and things like that. Now, say, in terms of like creating the beat yourself and doing the video, like how many man hours of your labor went into just creating the material that was in that set tonight?
Oh, just that set?
Yeah.
I would say probably 80, 90 hours just in that set with the videography.
For like 30 minutes of material?
Yes.
Wow.
Easy. And I've got a plethora of material. I mean, you can go to YouTube, look me up on David Andrew Stevens, but with a PH in Stevens. And you can look me up on YouTube, and I have probably 15 or 16 MTV quality style videos that I completely did everything 100% myself. It's not some little B-rated video. It's really good quality stuff. I'm kind of proud of it, even though I feel like nothing's coming from it, but I'm really proud of myself. I never in my life when I set out to be a musician thought I would take it as far as I'm taking it right now.
What's your next step? We're coming up into 2020. What are you planning to do coming up?
I'm going to play everywhere. That's what I'm planning to do. And I'm hoping this little gig with the exposure that I'm going to get out of it will give me a lot of Jacksonville work, because like I said, I am from Palatka, and I've got the Palatka area nailed down, even though there's not much. I mean, I got everything nailed down, and I just want to diversify and get away, and I want to get to Jacksonville, and I'm hoping this will really give me some exposure, because I feel like I can pull it off as good as anybody out there, and I just want some gigs.
Absolutely. absolutely. You know, when I first walked in here, you're the first person, one of the first people I saw when I came in here, and like just your look and everything, and I was like, okay, this guy's definitely a musician. I want to see what this guy's doing. We're hitting the 5-minute limit here, but we're about to turn this off. We're about to go right to a second session.
Thank you for having me. Have a great night. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, you will continue to be had. Yeah. This is the Jax Local Radio Podcast. This is David Andrew Stevens. I'm Sheldon Hall, part 2. All right, everybody, this is Jax Local Radio Podcast After Dark. It was already dark when we started, but it's darker now. I'm darker now. He's slightly darker.
I'm pretty white.
This is Mr. David Andrew Stevens. We talked earlier about the work he was doing, but I wanted to talk to you specifically about equipment. You were saying that you record your own backing tracks and like you do your own videos and stuff. What kinds of what equipment do you use to create the backing beats? Because I see a lot of people. I'm not a musician myself, so I see a lot of people doing stuff with pedals, loops, and like 4 tracks, 8 tracks, 16 tracks, track marks.
Yes. Well, you know, there's all kind of routes you can actually go, and everything is laid out for you. Where okay, I got this, it's laid out. But you know, I haven't taken that route because you know, like I said, I record myself, I do all that, and I use Cubase 8.5 is what I'm up to now. I've started at Cubase 1, and now I'm up to 8.5, and I basically just use their drum simulating tracks in that program to simulate my drum tracks, and then I play every other instrument other than drum. I'm not a drummer, but I can program drums. But I do it individually. I don't just do loops or anything like that.
So you march to the beat of your own drummer, but the drummer is not you.
Correct. And I just love using their program for that because everything is pristine, crystal clear sound, the best sound. It's something you're never even going to get if I tried to mic something. You know, I got the best sound initially already right off the bat, and then just program it the way I want it. And that's kind of what I do. Now, how did that process evolve? Did you start out just knowing the overall effect you wanted to have? Like, say with the set you did tonight, did you have the set you did tonight? Did you start out from day one knowing that that's what you wanted to do, or was it a process? No, it was a process and everything. And I'm a by the fly kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I just. And that's, you know, that's what I almost call a true musician, is a by the fly kind of guy, because, you know, I don't think about what I want to do, nothing like that. I just do it when the time is right. I just do it, and I'm like, oh, I like that. Okay, I'm keeping it, and that's kind of what I do. So
with your current approach, how long did it take you to feel fully capable? Like how long did it take you to get to the point of feeling like you were in command fully of your approach to the style?
Well, I've been doing this for quite a while, and I was very unconfident for quite a long time doing it. And it took me a while before I started actually getting good at it and realizing I'm like, okay, I'm getting good at it. And then it came kind of quick once I realized I got good at it. And, I mean, it's a process.
That's what she said.
You know, they all say that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what everyone says.
I've been there. But anyway, you know, I'm kind of proud of what I'm doing, and I'm proud of where I'm taking it, and I'm proud of, you know, the level I'm taking it, because I feel like I'm not taking it to just some mediocre level. I feel like I am kind of raising the bar, because like I said to you in our earlier interview, I feel like I want to be an original person, and part of originality is creating something nobody's ever heard before, ever heard before. And that's what I try to do in my music, and I do a lot of click tracks, and I do a lot of things like that, and I try to make the click tracks coincide with my story, and everything work together, and it all tells a story. You know, it just takes a minute to do it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I'm not a musician myself, but I'm a writer, and I write a lot about music. Over the years, like going back, you know, to the 90s and stuff, a lot of times, even to this day, like I'll use like I got a metronome app on my phone, and so like I'll just use like a metronome when I'm just writing about politics, like just put in different tempos, and I don't know if it enhances the work, I don't know if it makes it any better, but it's fun for me, and like just the fact that it's fun and entertaining for me, like I feel like it makes the end product a little better.
I feel like I feel like it definitely makes. You know what? I've never even heard anybody even say what you're just saying right now, and I kind of really appreciate where you're going with that because I like it. You know, like I can see how doing what you do and setting the tempo and clicking with the tempo would definitely make it better.
Oh yeah,
it definitely would.
Now, for the last question is, for say listeners that are like either watching your set tonight or checking out your stuff in the future, and they hear the style, hear what you're doing as far as like making the backing tracks and whatnot. What are your recommendations? Like if you're a new novice musician coming from ground zero, so you know how to play guitar, you know how to sing, but you want to do the stuff that you're doing, what specific things should they go out and look for? Like, is there like a magic bullet as far as equipment?
That's what I was just.
There's no magic loop pedal.
No, there's not. There's not a pedal that's going to make everything better. There's nothing like that. It's basically sheer hard work, and it's man hours, and it's a lot of wasted time. But I don't consider it.
So
wasted
it's a trial
time.
and effort.
Yes,
it's a
sir.
trial and error thing.
Yes, sir. It's not wasted time, but it's you're developing something, and that's what I feel it is. There's not a magic blueprint. So you just got to be the kind of musician that can make it happen.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make it happen? I feel like I'm the kind of guy that tries to make it happen.
So the overall effect and the overall aesthetic of what you do is not dependent on the specific piece of machinery. The same effect can be achieved with different, like...
I do it with 12 different devices.
So you could do it like a cassette deck and like a pause button.
You know what? I go back to my old days of being a musician. You know what? This ain't the YouTube that shows you how to play everything kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever, or a CD, take me back to that spot, whatever. I'm back in the cassette days where you go, and I'd hit the rewind button while play was still pushed, and it go, and you hear the part, and then you just play it over and over and over and over again till you get it right. That's where I come from.
Yeah, I love.
And I feel like that changes your musicality.
I love streaming. I love playlists. I love burning CDs, but I'm always going to be basically a dual cassette deck with the CD changer, like in the pause button, break beats with the pause button is what it's all about.
I don't know nothing about it. I'm not a DJ. I'm a musician, and DJing is I consider a DJ a musician almost. But it's a separate art.
Yes.
It's a different art.
What are your goals for the months ahead? Like, what gigs are you doing in the next few weeks, few months? People want to check you out.
As of right now, I have nothing lined up because this is the end of my itinerary, and this is the end of it, and so now I'm looking to book things.
So you're just gonna enjoy the holiday, just relax.
Yeah, man.
And then just jump into 2020. Yeah.
2020, I'm gonna play a lot. That's all. This is my life right now. This is what I kind of do for a living. I don't have a regular job. I don't have anything. Music is my life, and let me tell you, music doesn't hardly pay the bills, but I'm living pretty broke and doing it, and it's what I want to do.
Oh yeah. I know some people that work in payroll for different companies, and it's like paying the bills doesn't even pay the bills. Thank you very much. Session number 2, David Andrew Stevens, Sheldon Hall. This is the Jack's Local Radio Podcast. Check it out. You're already checking it out. Keep checking it out. I don't need to tell you anything more. God bless you. Happy New Year.
If you'd like to help support the show promoting local talent, please cash app us at #Jax Local Radio Show.